I am Brother Sakim, and this is Key Life Productions. Folks, I guess you wonder, what the hell is he playing that for? One reason why I'm playing that is because that was one of my favorite shows when I was coming up, The Jeffersons. And as I look back now, the reason why it was one of my favorite shows, you probably guessed it. A black man owned his own business. Yes, he wasn't a slave mentality man running around like we have today. Everybody got to have a job. You gotta have a job. How you gonna make money if you don't have a job? I ain't cracking on the people that's working and that's doing what they do to support their family and everything. But come on, people, let's come out of the slave mentality a little bit. Let's try to figure out, let at least try to teach your children, or get up off your ass and learn some kind of business technique to teach your children a different way from what we have been taught since slavery. Working all your life for somebody, and what, so you get 70, 75, 80 years old, and then you got the cracker behind the desk that you signed your life away for, probably multiple times, telling you that, okay, now you may go, now you may retire, now you may stop working, and we're going to give you this little bit of money to last for the rest of your life, because now you're so damn old you ain't thinking about doing nothing but going and playing with the grandchildren, or just sitting by the damn beach somewhere. You ain't thinking about no uplifting on your people or nothing. You just glad to get the hell out of there. Most of you go get a side job anyway. Most of you go right back to work. The slave mentality is so thick within us that we just got to have a job. Like I'll be walking down the street sometime. I don't know how many times, like right now, and I'm stuck on the plantation. I hate to say it, but I'm stuck on the plantation, and I'm getting the hell off that plantation. See, I'm the field Negro that Malcolm X was talking about. But many of us is the house Negro, and I only work 3 days a week. Thank goodness I knocked it down to 3 days a week, and I plan to get rid of those. I don't know how many times I'm walking down the street and people come to me and say, "Oh, you on your way to work? You on your way to work?" Like that's the only damn thing we can do. Work for somebody else, an occasional barbershop or nail salon, and the rest of the time we either selling fucking weed or crack or Lucy's. I mean, I would say I would have to go that even the people that's selling weed, crack, and Lucy's, that would not work for that man, that would not work for that cracker, or cannot see him or herself in that corporate setting, has maybe a little better mentality. I'm not condoning what they do, but maybe they are trying to break the slave mentality that our people are having by not working for somebody, by trying to find another way. But then when you look at it, they're selling something that is hurting the people. I mean, so you can't win for losing. I mean, It's terrible. But now I'm walking down the street and everybody say, "You on your way to work? You on your way to work?" And I tell them, "No, I mean it could be on a Saturday. You on your way to work?" "No, I work 3 days a week. I work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm trying to get rid of that." Their reply is, well, why you want to get rid of that? You need more days." Or they don't say nothing and they come back the next damn Saturday or Sunday or Monday and say, "You on your way to work?" When I told them 20 times that I only work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But anyway, with that being said, be sure to come on out to the event on the let me make sure I got it right now. I know I just flashed it up there. Just the event that Sinetta is having, which is the Consciousness Reunion, the House of Consciousness Reunion. Yes, it's going to be August 13th. Yep, Unity, brother. Some of the people, I ain't trying to be biased or trying to be you know, have favorites or anything. I don't like to have favorites, but some of my favorites is going to be there. Yes, sir. And that includes Brother Polite. That includes the man Captain Tazariot. Although, you know, you see what I got in back of me here. Don't agree with the Hebrew philosophy, but you know, that's our brother anyway, and I love to listen to him. I was out filming him the other day, and by the way, he didn't know that a Nuwapian was filming you while you was talking to the lady about Nuwapians. But anyway, some of the guys, Zion Lex is going to be there, Sinetta definitely going to be there, and I, you know, just want to say, come on out, have yourself a good time. Maybe bring the children so that they can learn a little bit more about, you know, what's going on with the heritage and everything. And it's going to have a good time. Also on the 5th, which if you're watching this video now, it's not this Saturday coming, but the next Saturday, Captain Tazariak and the ISP UK is going to be having a barbecue. Hopefully it don't rain and don't be canceled out. They're going to be having a barbecue up Harlem. Maybe I shouldn't be telling this because I don't know, but I don't get that many views anyway. Not yet. Not till I hit that big one or, you know, something happens. But the Captain, ISP UK, is going to be having a barbecue up Harlem in Marcus Garvey Park right off of 125th Street. So come on up, have a good time, get to meet some of the greats that's going to be there. I'm going to definitely be there. And just come on out and have a good time. Sinetta, giving honor to my master teacher, Dr. York. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be still chasing Cracker Jesus. Giving honor to Sinetta, that was so gracious to let me come up on his set one day and stuff. You know, well, I ain't even gonna say that because then everybody gonna be trying it. But he was so gracious, and the man Red Pill, who has shown me good hospitality, and I hope maybe he be at the barbecue, you know, things work out, hopefully. If it wasn't for Sinetta, a lot of us would be doing dumb shit on YouTube. So and if YouTube, that's owned by the white man, can give this man an award, why can't we? Why can't you just go ahead out there and just hand him something? Show your appreciation for his dedication, for what he has done to our people. I'm talking about the people that that uphold Sinetta and see what he's doing. I ain't talking about the jackasses that's in the chat room talking shit all the time. With that being said, dang, I wish Seti and Pharaoh could come out. Boy, this is an invitation to you from me, General Sarah Seti. If you see this, Young Pharaoh Allah, I know you're not coming out, but I'm personally giving you that invitation, and I hope that nobody that sees this from the conscious community would be mad at me for throwing out that invitation. But I'm trying to bring all our brothers together, bring all of us together, knock out all that, all the bullshit that's going on, and realize that we all one people and we all got one monkey on our back. But anyway, getting with this video, I just want to just talk a few minutes about does God promote bad health? I don't know. Does God promote bad health? Most of you religious people and even non-religious people believe in the guy upstairs, the man upstairs that's controlling everything, that he talks through the preachers, he talks through the rabbis, he talks through the imams or whatever. And let's say, all right, you got your family and you're sitting down, and you're sitting at the dinner table and you're getting ready to eat, and you're saying, Lord, bless this food, that it may nourish our bodies, that it may make the children grow up nice and healthy and strong. We thank you for giving us this food. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, amen. Now, I heard this done in church because I used to call myself a Christian. I heard this done at home all the time. My mom would slap that table. Say your prayers, boy. What's wrong with you? Give God thanks. Although she was the one in the kitchen, sweating her ass off, making that damn food, cooking that chicken, cooking them collard greens, making that cornbread, black-eyed peas, whatever, that soul food, the same food that's killing every damn body. We sit there and we thank God for the food. All right, let's start with breakfast, since breakfast is the first, thing that we supposed to eat in the morning while we on the white man's schedule. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We get on that cracker schedule. They put us on an eating schedule just like they do everything else. Now, you are most of the time it's milk and cereal. Get them kids that milk and cereal and get the hell out of here and go and get to school so that the cracker can teach you more bullshit. Now you're sitting down at the breakfast table, which is going to be the dinner table later on, but not necessarily. Sometimes the breakfast eating in the kitchen, dinner eating in the living room or dining room. There's not a lot of dining rooms these days, by the way. Not the place where the family used to get together and sit and talk. And is a lot of these houses has taken the dining room right on out. So now it's from the kitchen eating the bullshit straight to the dining room where the TV at, or either probably outside somewhere doing the stinky leg or the sexy walk, whatever that thing is. The boys out playing basketball, they ain't learning nothing, doing nothing, playing the video game. No more talking in the dining room, getting together and communing like we used to do. So got the children at the breakfast table eating some cereal. This one here wants some Fruity Pebbles, and this one here wants some Frosty Flakes. But do you ever read the box, the back of the box with the ingredients? Aside from all kind of other bullshit that it got in it, the sugar and everything, the high fructose corn syrup, man, all you have to do is read on the back of the box of a lot of these cereals and you'll see trisodium phosphate. Trisodium phosphate. The same shit that's found in cleaners. What is it? Paint thinner, I believe. I believe it's paint thinner if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't got no notes or nothing here in front of me, so yeah, I think it's paint thinner. And found another kind of detergents and everything. Like, this is in your children's food. And the milk that you're putting in your children's food is what pasteurized. They take it out of the cow and they mix it all up, permeate. I think it's called permeation, where they take all the shit that's supposed to be good out of the milk and use it for something else. And after they, take all the good shit out, or what's supposed to be the good shit, they just leave you with cow pus. You might as well mix that shit with water, and then they tell you that's going to make you grow healthy and strong, give you strong bones and all this shit. But as you get older, you end up in a hospital on dialysis when you start getting 60 or 70 years old. People wondering why. Because of the food that you're thanking God for. You're thanking God for giving your children trisodium phosphate. You're thanking God for giving your children cow pus. The bacon and eggs that a lot of you eat in the morning, the scrapple, is has what you call wood glue, meat glue in it. This is for a lot of you people who, and a lot of times, all right, we're gonna get to the lunch meat later, but it has the same thing that a lot of lunch meat have in it. It's called meat glue, and meat glue called damn, the name escapes me, but anyway, it'll come back to me sooner or later. It is made, if you do a little bit of research, or just a little bit of research, it's made from cow and pig blood. They dry it into a white powder. They mix it into the bacon or the scrapple or the hot dogs or whatever you're gonna feed your children in the morning, and that's how they make the shit stick together. And they're actually eating this. Aside from being grinded up with all kind of other things, I was on a what's the name? A slaughterhouse years ago. This was years ago, man. And somebody told me that a lot of times the animals die from some other shit. They don't even get slaughtered yet. They drop dead by some damn disease, and they pick them up and just grind their ass up, make them in a hot dog to scrapple. And I would guess scrapple is one of the worst things that you could possibly eat. I mean, that's crazy. And we're thanking God. How come, alright, that's later, but we're thanking God. We're thanking God now for this food that is killing us. This food that the USDA knows that is killing us. First of all, the cow and the pig blood, you have, in a lot of the meats, you have carbon monoxide sprayed on it. Like the fish, we're moving into dinner. Let's move into lunch, the lunch meat, processed meat. That's where the cow and pig blood really comes in. I can't remember the damn word for nothing, but anyway, I even got it in my phone somewhere, but I'm not gonna look for it. I'll remember it somewhere. After this video is over and I start editing it, I'll probably throw it up there. Anyway, I have one of my godchildren. Love her very much. She's like a daughter to me. In fact, I just pretty much call her my daughter, but right now, the people that she's around, one of them is a Muslim, and they got her believing that she's a Muslim. And I tell her all the time, every time you go into that store and you get your buffalo chicken sandwich, and you think you're not eating pork, you're actually eating pork. So she doesn't want to, I mean, she's young yet, but she doesn't want to, even think about anything like that. But you got to start thinking about this stuff right now, because if you start thinking about it when you're older, then it may be too late. You may be in your 30s and your 40s, and then you hit your 50s, and then you start realizing that your body is so screwed up that maybe the process is be irreversible now. But anyway, moving into the dinner table, into the churches. Now we into the churches, man. I see all the time where my goddess mom love her all my heart. When they have dinner, or not just her church, any church, sure how they dinner thing go, but you know, I guess it goes about the same way. When they all sit down and have dinner, and they all, bless the food. They thank Allah, they thank Yahweh, they thank Yahweh, they thank Jesus for the food that they got. And they have carbon monoxide sprayed on this sway fish and this tilapia fish. A lot of them have tilapia. I see it all the time. Tilapia and sway fish, which is not even real fish. And then they have a lot of them think they're eating salmon, and I believe it's mackerel. No, not mackerel, rainbow trout, I believe, has been extinct for years. I think it's the salmon that's been extinct since the 1930s. And now you're eating a rundown, what you call, I guess, a rundown gene. Man, it's messed up. It's like the I can't remember nothing right now. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's the DNA, the desecrated DNA of the ancestors of that animal that lived a while ago, that was giving us the nutrients that we need when we eat it, is now gone, and we're eating shit that's fake. So much shit out there is fake. But while we sitting there eating, we're thanking God. We're thanking God that the back of the bag of tilapia tells you right there that they spray it with carbon monoxide to keep the coloring. The ground beef that you buy, and this is easy research, people. First you search first, and then you research. You can't, like, good friend of mine told me that we always say research. We always say, I'm going to research this, but you can't research it, because read means to do again. So you can't research something until you searched it first. But anyway, they sit and they eat. They sit and they thank God. They say their blessings. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for giving us this food and everything. Although your mom burnt the hand, your mom sat in a hot ass kitchen, your mom had to run back and forth to the store, had to run to the supermarket and get this food to cook up for you. But you thanking God for everything your mom did, or everything your grandma did, just like you're thanking God or thanking somebody up in the sky that you ain't never seen before for creating you. And you never seen it, but your mama gave you your first breath. Period. Your mama allowed you to have your first breath. See, when I say black woman is God, or when I say the female entity, when I talk about the creator and sustainers, people get this spooky thing. One guy was like, no man, how that gonna happen? Because they got blood and all this shit. They can't do that. You're thinking that spooky shit, man. But when you get the etymology, you look up the etymology of the word create, it means to grow. So a baby is actually growing inside the womb. So whatever female, because I know some of you want to be trying to be smart and say, well, if that's the case, a dog can be God. But if that dog has a baby puppy growing inside his womb, actually creating that puppy inside his womb, and it has the power of life and death over it, because if something happens to that dog, that baby dies. It's the same thing, and I'm not comparing the dog to a human, so just cut it the fuck out. Alright, none of y'all let's see this and start talking about how you gonna compare dog to human. So just cut the shit. You know what I'm saying, alright? Just like the female, the human, has the power on life and death over you while you in that womb. She decides whether or not she's gonna get an abortion If she eats something, you might eat something bad or smoke something bad, you might get fucked up. I heard Polite say it a few times, and it's absolute facts. It's absolute facts. So with me, I look to the five creators and the five creators and sustainers simultaneously as well as individually. That's the sun, that's the earth, that's your mom, that's your dad, and that's you. You are the one that's going to have to keep sustaining yourself after you leave your mom. Stop with the spooky shit. But anyway, back to the food. While you're sitting in the church or the masjid or home or whatever, and the preacher is going on, we gonna bless this food and nourish our bodies and all this, and God talks to the preacher. Don't God talk to the preacher or the rabbi or the imam? Don't he? Well, I see a big problem with that, because God talks through them. Then he would tell you that it's human growth hormones in the damn food, or it's sprayed with some kind of damn chemical to keep it fresh, that's just fucking your body up more and more. That's just tearing up your livers, tearing up your kidneys, clogging your arteries. Every time you go to the bathroom, that shit is like, a lot of people are straining their ass off to go to the bathroom, right? That's because of the bullshit you're eating. That shit's supposed to come out. It's supposed to come out, I ain't talking about runny, but it's supposed to come out a lot smoother than most of you do, and most of you know what I'm talking about. So after all that shit is all clogged up in you, it builds up in the walls of your intestines, and it gets stuck there. Then that's when the problems start coming, because now that shit is stuck, it's so thick that most of it, a lot of it won't come out, and then you just throw more on top of it. So now you're eating meat. And that's where a lot of Muslims, and that's where a lot of Hebrews or Jews or people that say that they don't eat of the swine make their mistake. Because once you say that all they had to do, I just leave pork alone, I don't eat of the swine, but a lot of the shit you do eating swafer is just as fucked up as eating swine. Eating tons of excuse me, candy and pancakes and syrup and shit like this. Look at this bullshit right here. You see that? Chef Boyardee, this is lasagna. You got the ravioli, and you got the spaghetti, and you got the beefaroni and all kind of shit. Got all kind of shit. Like, I mean, this shit is terrible, man. It's crazy. Let me see something here. Let me check out something real quick. Just bear with me for 1 second. I'm just trying to. The ingredients that's in this can right here, it's easy to look up. It's easy to look up this here stuff. It got starches in it. It got modified corn starch. What is this? Half of the stuff you can't even name. High fructose corn syrup. That's definite. It got so much bullshit in here that you're feeding your children that it's just a doggone shame. And they know that when you put the they know that when they put those big ass words on the back of ingredients, most black people ain't gonna look them up. Shit, most white people ain't gonna look them up either. They eat the same bullshit we eat. And but their metabolism is probably a little different from ours anyway. But whether it is or whether it ain't, we ain't talking about them. Talking about my people, the bullshit that's in this Chef Boyardee's and in this in these hot dogs, the pancakes, now the organic shit. I got a video that I would like y'all to go look at, and it's called it refers to the it refers to a friend of mine is breaking down the organic myth. This phone won't even work. Anyway, it's breaking down the organic myth. There's a lot of bullshit with organics now, because in fact, not now, but it's probably always been, because now we can see that a lot of organics, or it's just something set up by the government to make you think that you eating healthier, and you really still like eating the same thing. Because now, let me see this here, my videos, right here, organic. One of the video that I put out, organic food is a lie, and then it says and God versus reality. That is a good friend of mine talking, and you're going to hear from him a lot later. He just don't like to show his face. He don't want to be on camera, so I get his audio. So you're sitting, and how come God is not telling these people? How come God is not telling your pastor, wait a minute, we praying over this food, but y'all praying this food, y'all praying over this food, right? Y'all thanking me for this food, but I'm not the one giving you this bullshit. Or is he? Is God handing you bullshit to eat and having you thank him for it? Because you will get slapped, or you will get laid out by a lot of grown-ups if they see you start eating and not say your prayers. So that's giving reverence to God for slowly putting your ass in the hospital later on in life. How come the rabbis, how come the imams is not telling these people, it's not telling them that there's a whole lot more to it than just not eating pork? You go get some beef hot dogs, you got all kind of bullshit wrapped up in there. And you probably got pork wrapped up in there too. That's why you see so many overweight Muslims walking around, what I say, black people that call themselves Muslims, but that's a whole nother video. You see so many people walking around overweight, but yet you don't eat up the swine. You got the mentality that a lot of these, that a lot of people have that's supposed to be religious folk. Listening to the messed up music. So yeah, but the music is a whole different thing too. I'm gonna leave that alone until another time. But the music really irks me. It gets on my nerves so bad. But there's more to it than just not eating pork. There's more to it than thinking you're eating organics. You should go check out the dude, Minister Inky, and Brother Polite. Although some of y'all probably talk shit about them too. But when you get down with the food, when you look at them for the health benefits, they learned from Dr. Sebi, and Dr. Sebi was the man. So your guides is not telling your leaders. In fact, my mom's church, when she came to the church, because my mom, when you open my mom's refrigerator, my mom's 70 years old. When you open her refrigerator, you think you're in a damn Whole Foods store. And the way she eats, she's 70 years old and she runs buses down. She can walk her ass off. She'll lift couch up by her damn self and sweep Monday. She don't even need no help like that. But although I love my mom, I'm gonna help her when I, every time I can. But we was walking down the street, and before she came to this church was not eating right. So this is the thing. I'm telling my mom all kind of different things, because a lot of things I'm studying and I'm learning, and I'm and I'm texting it to her and everything. So I said, Mom, all right, how come the church, how come God never told the pastor, and this pastor's a good person. This pastor really is a good woman. So, her name is Pastor Bowie, and she's my mom church, and I'm not going to put the name of the church out there, but anyway, she really is a good person. She really believes in what she's doing, and she's helping the people. But she's just, underneath that white man slave book. But anyway, I'm walking down and I asked my mom, how come the guy never told her before you came that these people was eating bad? And you can't say that God told, that God let her know that when she came, when my mom got to the church, that's when God told him, because you already got people that's messed up in the church. People that's so overweight they could barely walk. One lady is like, I don't want to talk about people, but you already got bad health all throughout the church, so it should have happened like from day one when it first started, when they first walked in there. I mean, didn't God know what they was eating, or was God actually giving it to them? Does God promote bad health? So I asked my mom, all right, all the stuff that I'm telling you, you look at it and you know that it's factual, you know that it's true. So, how is it that the devil that works through me, because I wear the Aya Haru, or I wear the Ankh Africa on my hat. So how is it that the devil's talking to me, and I'm giving all y'all tips about how to make your health better, but God is talking to y'all, and you can't even get your health together? So many people is messed up, getting diabetes and everything in the church. They're eating a lot better since my mom came along. Thankful for that. And there's a few people in the church starting to see some things. I think it's starting to wake up, because the pastor says she wants to go to Egypt, and my brother's waking up to the white Jesus thing. He's struggling with that, but somebody trying to keep him at bay. But somebody in the church is talking to him, trying to keep him at bay, the white Jesus thing. But I think he's gonna come around. Why doesn't, right in the middle of while you praying for that food, how come the pastor gets up there and he blesses the food? That they try to say is what goes in, it's not what goes in, but what comes out. Come on, man, for real. And then you turn around and sister so-and-so is in the damn hospital on dialysis, and everybody's gathering around, praying and shouting and stomping all over the place, trying to get sister so-and-so back on her feet. And then if she come to, they say, oh, see the power of God? See the power of God? He came through. I remember my Aunt Dee, because of the way she eat. She passed now. Love my Aunt Dee. She was the backbone of the family after my grandma was gone. But she wouldn't change her diet. She wouldn't change the diet. She eat all kind of, man, she ate the pork. She ate the big old cow backbones and all kind of crazy shit like that, greasy shit and everything. She wouldn't change her diet. So she ended up in a hospital, and she was going in and out. And this is one thing, this thing right here. I asked my mom again, and I asked somebody else, right? They all praying and everything, and they all around the bed screaming and hollering and praising God and all like that. So after they left, my cousin Mookie, which calls herself a Muslim, she walks in the room and she does her salat right in the middle of the floor. Next thing you know, Aunt Didi's up and around. I believe she even came out the hospital. Now, we got both sides thinking that they guys dead. We got both sides thinking that they God brought them out. My mom saying that the prayer warriors brought Aunt Didi out, and we got Mookie, we got my cousin, which is the Muslim, thinking that Allah brought her out, but now she's gone. So where is Jehovah? Where is Allah? When she come out the hospital and she tried to tell her. But anyway, I love my aunt. Rest in peace. Maybe she's even back here in another body, because I think we come back around. I don't think the same thing happens to everybody, but wherever you at, Aunt Didi, I love you, and I hope you're okay, if you can hear me. The thing is, I just wanted to throw that out there because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How is your pastor treating everybody to McDonald's? How is he treating people to McDonald's? How when y'all have the services after service, how is he ordering, or he or she, or y'all getting together and ordering buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken? And God ain't telling you that this is bullshit you're eating. How are you buying the children all the candy and everything, and all these Sour Patches and these Now-and-Laters and all kind of shit like that? And the sodas is one of the worst things you put in your body. But every time you in the church, or every time you have a barbecue and everybody sitting around saying prayers, you got a cooler full of sodas. God don't ever come around and tell the pastor or the rabbi or the imam that those sodas is what's killing. It is one of the main things killing everybody. You got the swayfish, you got the tilapia, which in some ways, from what I'm understanding, is worse than pork. You got the sodas that everybody's drinking that put your ass in the hospital sooner or later. And depending on your body chemistry is how accessible you are to the bullshit that you eating. Some people go on for years and feel good and think that they got it made. And then you got people that's breaking down, their body can't take it, and they get big and enlarged and need walkers by the time they hit 40. And I know one girl, she ain't no older than me. I ain't telling my age, but she ain't no older than me. I went to elementary school with her. She come in the door and of the plantation, and I knew her face. And I just knew it, but I thought she was somebody else. But she told me who she was. I'm like, damn, we went to elementary school together. She couldn't hardly breathe, man. She looked like she had something in her nose to help her breathe. And I'm willing to bet any amount of money this is from the bullshit that she been eating all her life. What I'm gonna do is start me a campaign. I'm gonna strike down. I'm gonna put in on one side bullshit that a lot of people is eating and what's in it and what it does to you, and on the other side, after I do more more study, searching and researching, I'm going to put the things that is better for you to put in your body, and I'm just going to make mass copies of it, and I'm going to put it out there. The USDA knows this shit. The USDA is part of the government, and the government's supposed to be one nation under God and liberty and justice for all. It ain't no damn justice for nobody that's eating bullshit that's going to tear their body up later on in life. It ain't no damn justice in knowing that transglycemides, that's what it's called, transglycemides, that is in that is the powder that is used to make the meat glue that a lot of the places have. A lot of the steak that you buy in the store is nothing but cheap ass stew steak. You think you getting sirloin cuts, but they gluing this shit together and in the factories and putting it in the packs and sending it out to you and spraying it with carbon monoxide to make it red because the meat's supposed to really be like a brownish color, but they spray it red so that it appeals to your eyes. And I got that from Brother Polite, and I looked at it and I researched it, searched it and researched it, and you can actually talk to some of the people. I'm going to have some of these people on this show telling you exactly what's going on. They can hide their face or do whatever they want, so be it. But I want you to hear it, not from me, but you're supposed to do your own searching and researching anyway before you put any kind of bullshit in your mouth. And just like my master teacher say, don't believe me, check it out. Before you put any kind of bullshit in your mouth, you're supposed to know what you put in your mouth. But we've been so brainwashed to think that the white man giving us something good. One way that they get you is by taste. So many things that they make taste good or perceive to taste good to you, you're going to eat. That's most people go on taste. Most people go on taste alone. If it tastes good, you're going to eat it. If you don't think it tastes good, it's not going to eat it. In fact, I think that we are so programmed. I think the body chemistry is so programmed that we can look at something that's good for us and we won't even want it. We don't even have to taste it. Our bodies, our eyes, like, we just automatically know. It can detect the molecules that's in the damn food that's good for you, and you will actually stay away from it. I mean, I tested that shit out. It's crazy how the human body, the human psyche, actually wants to eat or put something in its body that is going to hurt it. Maybe that is the soul saying, I want to get out of this damn body because it's getting on my nerves. I mean, it's crazy how people are messing their body up so many ways. It's terrible. Thinking that the food that we eat is thinking that as we get older and get more and get all bent up and get slower and lose eyesight and lose hair and get wrinkles and everything like that, the doctor told us, well, you're getting old. That's what happens when you age. Yeah, age do take a toll on us, but the shit that you put in your body, and I'm going to make another video, and I'm still going to make part 2 of crazy shit that's in the Bible. It's going to be part 2 of crazy shit that's in the Bible, crazier shit that's in the Bible, but I'm going to get to that. People believe that they are getting slower and that they're slowing down and that things are not working out because of old age, because you're getting older. It has to do a lot of what you put in your body, and not only what you put in your body, but what you put on your body. You got the bullshit soap. You got the different colognes. You got different deodorants. You got the women got the shit that mess up their PhD. What is that that female spray and that female, you know, douche cleaner and all that shit. A lot of that shit messes up the woman's body, messes up her matrix. Shit that you can rub on your skin every day goes into your pores and get into your bloodstream. They just give us all kind of shit. Walk outside, you smell bullshit in the air. That goes to your body and mess your lungs up. You don't even have to be a smoker. You just walk down the street and the damn pollution that you think you smelling fresh air, but it's shit all in that fresh air, shit all up in those clouds. I don't even know if it's any real clouds today. But you got so many chemtrails up in the air, and the government knows all this shit. I mean, the government knows all of this. It's crazy how they just let you get into this shit. They let all this shit build up in you, and then they tell you that, oh, you're getting old, so you're gonna have to take this medicine for the rest of your for the rest of your life. And they don't tell you what's going on. It's a control thing. It's a control thing. The food is a control thing. The religion is a control thing. The media is a control thing. They put the food on TV looking all nice and juicy, and the steaks on TV, and fucking IHOP Pancake House, and Red Lobster, and what is it, Subway and McDonald's and Burger King and Flame Grill Whoppers. It found out that a lot of the damn grill prints on the damn Whopper was actually like carved into the damn into the meat, that make you think that shit was flame broiled, and it wasn't. They got all kind of shit out there. They don't care nothing about you. All they care about is controlling you. And then we got the people that care about making a profit off of you. The dollar stores, like Dollar General and all that. They did the fucked up food that they got in it. And then you got the Koreans in there, and the Asian people in there, and the Hispanic folks. And I am friends with some Hispanic folks that don't mean no harm, but they are doing harm because they don't give two fucks about you eating that damn cake with all that sugar in it and all that high fructose corn syrup. All they want to do is make a profit off you. That's all they want to do. In the Whole Food stores, it's some bullshit behind them too. Catch out Captain Tazariak squashes a Dominican Christian. That's one of the videos that I made. I'm talking a little bit of shit in there, so you know, if you can discard that, but I am talking some shit in that video. But he talks about some of the bullshit behind the Whole Food store. So he's a Hebrew, and I don't agree with everything Hebrews say, but he do break some shit down, for real. Captain is the man. I mean, it's just terrible how we believe everything that the white man give us is good. We might say, oh no, I don't believe that, but shit, you eating that bullshit, you indulging in that bullshit, and you're giving it to your children. And the thing about it, when somebody like me come along and tell you something about it, oh come on man, we don't want to hear all that. All we want to do is live our lives and have a good time. That's another thing too. That's another thing. But that'd be another video. But just to say, giving common courtesy to each other and saying that to each his own, and everybody have a right to their own religion, that's another damn way they get you. Because the bullshit that you are saying to another person, well, that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do, more power to him, we all got our own thing, is the bullshit that they put in front of us. Most of the bullshit that we are respecting each other on going that direction is the bullshit that the cracker put in front of us. So with that being said, I hope that you know, took a look at the video. Hope you got something out of what I said. For anybody who might be looking in here new, for anybody who might have checked out this video and don't know anything about the conscious community or the New Wapian Nation, check out Side Nutter TV. They could break a lot of things can get broken down to you. Check out New Wapian Assassin, and be sure to come on up to the out to the event that was advertised earlier up in Harlem at the Alejandra Ballroom. Come on out to the cookout by the ISP UK, our brother, the Hebrew Israelites, and have a good time. And with that being said, I hope that you took something with you from this video to give you a little insight on the type of bullshit that's going in your body. The next video that I'm going to have a whole list of things laid out in front of me, and I'm going to go right through it and break down what they, from the acidics to the alkalines and so on and so forth, that we should be, you know, trying to get our bodies together trying to teach our children how to get their bodies together, trying to teach our children how to leave that slave mentality alone. And so whether we are Christian or Muslim, I say to you, Assalamu alaikum. I say to you, Shalom. I say, God bless you. To my Nuwapian brothers and sisters, I say to you, Wadu. Peace to everyone. Until next time.